Hello and welcome everybody. Welcome. Blake for the Little Regret channel. Good to see you guys. Just going to be doing a bit more quick grinding. I missed the stream on Wednesday just due to some work implications, so I wanted to make sure I made one up. So I'm just going to be chilling, hanging out here for a hot minute, trying to get a couple races in. So I'm going to deliberately miss the 2 o'clock slot so I can get into the 2:30 so that we can get a little bit more time to really improve that qualifying time and hopefully get a little lower. 45.2 is certainly not bad. I'm happy with it. Thank you so much, Sugar Shuffles, for the sub. I appreciate it. Hope you're having a great start to your day. I'm having a great start to the stream myself. Joe Collins, thank you so much for the sub. Appreciate you guys. It's kind of popping off out of nowhere. Just getting started, so I'm going to get some practice in, and then we're going to go ahead and get entered for the 2:30 slot once it's ready. And we're going to be doing this in the Supra, the old Supra, for this race. I don't think it's necessarily the fastest car, but there's a really interesting quirk in that it's definitely still viable, and it also uses the least fuel. Like, you can actually do 10 full laps on it. You just have to still take the mandatory pit, or else you'll get a penalty. So I'm going to go ahead and try the Supra out today and go with that. Yeah, thank you guys so much for the YouTube subs. I appreciate it. Let me go ahead and jump on in, try and give you a quick field lay of the land. I have my brake pedal set up a little bit stiffer than usual. And I'm trying to get ready for this track for this weekend. I'm doing like a mini roar with my friends, so I figured that race C wouldn't be a bad time. I wanted to honestly do the full Daytona 24, but I'm going to be... I won't be present for that, unfortunately. I'll have no access to my sim rig or anything, but I'm going to be cheering on my guys at the MOP team. That felt late on the brakes. That felt very late on the brakes. Thank you so much, buddy Lee, for the sub. I appreciate it. Damn. I was really, really bad on the brakes there. Here I was almost not wanting to stream today. You guys already have got me off to a great start. We'll see if the racing goes well. That's always the real question, but, you know, having the support really does mean a lot. Okay. Brake nice and late through here. About halfway up that access road. Definitely try to fly through the gears a little bit. You have to remember this car, it does do pretty well in terms of turbo lag. That's not perfect, and you can still get a good spot of the car just really coming on boost, and it'll just completely snap it out, so you have to be careful with that. As I'm sure many of you guys are aware, many of the viable cars have that kind of tendency as well. The Ford GT, not so much. No, that Ford, that's a supercharged car, and you're mainly just playing to the strength of just how strong that thing is on the straightaways. Okay. So that's definitely a little bit of a soft approach there, but honestly, you don't want to enter the bus stop super hot, because if you do, you put yourself in a really bad position to scrub off the rest of that speed, and you're forced to do it when you should be on the power accelerating for this big monstrous run, conducting at the screen. Oh god, what is that? I need to fix that. There's a link tree for all that stuff now, so I'm going to go ahead and make sure to get that updated. We're already a second up on that last time. That last time was only a 47. I'm trying to think of where we made significant mistakes. A big one, though, is that we didn't hit that apex at all. Point blank period. Oh my gosh, did I also mention it's incredibly cold in here? Like, I am freezing right now. We're finally getting our first real spot of cold weather for the year. It's like getting down to, I think, single digits Fahrenheit tonight, so it's going to be quite cold. I'm not sure exactly what that is in Celsius, but it's definitely on the negative side of things. I've never lived in like cold climates religiously before. The only other time was when I was in college. Also, I've been thinking about a lot of stuff. I've moved every year since the pandemic, and I'm getting tired of it, quite frankly. I'm tired of moving. Tired of moving. But I also realized that despite being tired of moving, there's a pretty good chance I'm going to have to end up leaving this. I'm going to probably leave this complex. So it's going to happen again this coming year, 2024. Hopefully this one will be one of the last, because I genuinely am tired of moving. 46.2. Okay, so that was exactly a second slower than BB. Alright, let's really start to hit some apexes now. That was not it. I couldn't get to full brake pressure there. That was the whole issue. I'm also going to try and keep an eye on the time. If we can't improve our lap, that's no big deal. I just want to see if there's anything we can do in order to improve it, while also getting some practice in for the race. The nice thing is that we really don't even have to fuel save either. Like, this car, like I said, will do 10 laps in earnest. You do have to take the pit stop. It is mandatory. But this car will do 10 laps under its own power. And so the question mark becomes, now that I'm starting to think about it more, is there any viability in taking tires, or are you better off saving the time? Because you pretty much have to do a null pit stop. Maybe take a splash of fuel if you're in the Supra. And given that you're at a slight pace disadvantage, you might want to. Like, just burn it all, shift it at the light, just so you have the best chance of staying with the pack. And you're going to beat them on pit road anyway. Yeah, I'm trying to downshift too fast there. Still cold in here. I should probably turn up the... If I turn up the force feedback strength, it will definitely start to get the wheel to heat up, which will get the rest of the room to heat up, which will have a knock-on effect on everything, but might also just dull the power of the wheel, so who knows. Okay, that was not the lap. That's because we had a pretty messy turn one. Okay. I think I'm gonna have one more shot at a lap after this, and we're gonna make some slight adjustments. Ah, that was not the one. That was not the one. That was that spot of boost coming on that I was talking about earlier. So easy to get out of the corner if you're not really thinking about it. Because even in third, it'll catch a spin. Yeah, I want it to be quite a bit faster than this if I really want to do anything resembling success. Yeah, getting the car down to third does help a lot in terms of rotation. Like I said, just one more lap to really see what we can get out of it before we make some changes. Yeah, went way too deep there. I'm not sure how that was that much slower, but not really here to ask all that many questions. Damn. My braking is definitely not helping anything. But I think that I set a pretty representative time earlier. That 45.2. I'm trying to think. Okay, so yeah, it's all non-adjustable. Yeah, no, it's all just skill issue then. All lovely, enduring, undeniable skill issue. Now I'll try to get better reference points and brake at better places. That is the only thing I can hope to do. Alright, okay. That was not bad. I could have had a better exit, but I've seen worse. I might be trying to let the car come out too much there, though. The brakes do feel a lot more workable for my lame foot. Because I like them strong, but you have to really be able to, like, use the ABS on GT7. And when I have it that strong, it becomes a lot more difficult to properly utilize it. Because it's hard for me to keep it at 100% for extended periods of time. Yeah, I've had better, I've had worse. So I feel like this is probably about to be like a high 46, not a low 47. There's nothing that was super untoward about the lap, but I just feel like it wasn't on, you know? Okay, low 46. I stand corrected. Let's reel it in then. I hesitated there. I hesitated for the right reason, but I hesitated when really the answer was to upshift. Oh well. There we go. That was... It really is better to like keep your foot in it and just try and catch it on GT7. I hate that, but it's correct. It's always just quicker to just try and keep your foot in. You know, it's not the right answer. Okay. Yeah, I'm struggling a lot with the bus stop. I really am. That time I think I just broke too late. Period. But often, like, I'm having some kind of issue. I'm not consistent there. I also really am starting to dislike this chair. The chair is officially a problem now. Like, my pedals are getting to that point where they're a problem. My chair is now officially a problem. I mean, more that, like, it can't really keep me, like, supported and upright all that well anymore. I kind of sink into the bottom of the seat a little too easily. Just as all the support material is kind of gone. Yeah, if you ever really mess up that corner, the best thing you can do is, if you don't have speed, just try and tighten it up so that you travel that shorter amount of distance. It's the easiest way to kind of save yourself, but, like, even so, you're still losing out. Yeah, we can be ridiculously aggressive with modern cars now, and this is not that. And it really rewards patience and, like, good driving habits. Whereas now you can just, like, toss cars into a corner because they have ridiculous aerodynamic capabilities. That's more like it. Because, yeah, like, that was slow, but it wasn't, like, as slow as the previous runs through there were. Just because I got one so much better, and I didn't really... Like, I had a stumble into, but it was about 10th, you know? Okay, well, we're up. But we're not up on, like, a lap, you know? We're gonna maybe get into the 45 so we do this right. That's what I'm seeing. Okay, maybe I try 4th through there. That was a much more convincing run. Maybe I'm over-slowing to get down to 3rd. Maybe that was where my pace was. Because that was immediate gain, but it just required me to be more patient on the entry. Okay, 45.4. So clearly that was one of the big mistakes we were making. I feel like I had to pull some wheel out of that one. Okay. I've had worse. I've had plenty worse. That's probably my best Sector 1 all day. Dang, I really tried to get that back and I lost it. Just by a messy exit onto Speedway 2. Just by that exit. We're still up, though. We're still up on the lap. Okay, so that's what it is that I can't be over aggressive there because there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on with physics. Anyways. I'm gonna save that ghost lap If it'll let me. If I can toggle it MFN. I might not be able to. I'm just going to try and improve from there, because that was a 45.4, so I'll take what I can get. We finally got something together on it. It just took time, and I'm glad that I took that time. Also, would have been a second off the pace thereabouts. And too afraid to change anything during the race itself. There we go. Alright, well, we're entered now, at least. I think I want to run the brake balance at 0 in the actual race, but during qualifying it's probably going to be closer to like 2. And that's mainly for tire wear reasons. Alright, okay. Let's see. Also, sorry if I'm not seeing any specific chat events. If anything's not popping up, I have as much as I can see over here. Which is largely what you guys can see. Having some technical difficulties on my end. Love to see it. It happens to all of us, you know. We all like to make it look pretty and perfect and sexy, but it's not always that way, you know? Life happens, and we just gotta roll with the punches. Meanwhile, speaking of rolling with the punches, try and punch a hole in the air with the Supra. I'm starting to definitely get more locked in. I probably did shut up a bit during those later runs, so I was really trying to focus on getting my exits and everything right. It's a little bit harder to establish those points while you're waffling than it is to just hit those points while you're waffling. And I feel like I'm finally there. So, waffling. I don't know why, I just really like that turn of phrase. I feel like it's very hard for me to get an earnest entry into that corner because I'm trying to apex it too early. But it's because I can't nail the braking point down. I'm either like a little too early every time, or I'm way late every time. There's not much in between. It's really just a difference a couple of meters will make in the braking zone. So yeah, I have to also trust more that the car is not going to get away from me if I really start to lean into it, because I was driving pretty carefully earlier on. I was driving like this iRacing, quite frankly. But as the car gets up on the back tire, then I can just modulate the throttle and kind of keep it there. I don't have to pull out entirely. I don't have to whip it back with a wheel. I can just honestly trust the car a lot more to stay where it needs to stay. Control it with the front wheels, and just try and keep the power in. Yeah. You have to be really patient getting back on power, because you have to make sure that arc is going to be tight enough to hit the bus stop well and not get you a penalty. But if you can do that, oof, you're on for a good one. And this car is not bad in the draft either. It's not bad in the draft. 45.6. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna restart that one. That's exactly what it is I'm trying to apex that corner too early. Even when I'm not amazing on the brakes, I'm still trying to apex it too early. So I'm going to try and move my braking point a little deeper, because I think that's going to have huge pace implications if I can get turn 1 right consistently. So maybe that'll be what I focus on for a couple minutes, and then I get back to laps. The nice thing is that it's just one corner, and I can just reset for it. Get up to racing speed like I am now. It's partially because I'm nervous about the car stepping out, too. I'm gonna just keep, yeah, like I said, just keep retrying it. The other thing is I'm not carrying quite as much speed as I would be on a standard lap, either. Like, I'm getting roughly up to about the same speed. I'm not crossing the stripe at the same speed. I'm not carrying the same amount of speed to the braking zone. So maybe it behooves me to go around that next lap so I can get a proper run at it. Or just keep going. But I did just notice that. We're going to take the speed across the stripe doing 170. Come up the bank. Yeah. I'm not sure if I'm staying on the brake too hard in order to get the car stopped, or if I'm... Because there's a chance that I could be actually slowing the car down quite a bit while also getting it to rotate more. But that's sort of the danger, like, is that you need the car to start rotating at a very specific moment and very close to the limit of grip. And that's sort of your job to control that. Okay then, and let's get the speed coming across the stripe again. Check up on turn 1. If it's significant, we'll just keep on circling. Because the speed at which we exited the bus stop was very different. Okay, so they still gave me track limits there. I guess that's not for much of anything then, because it's gonna neuter our speed before the line. Well, forget what I said about practicing T1. Not because it's a bad idea, but just because I don't really have time anymore. Well, I know that that's too far down to brake. It has to be closer to the top of the bank. Yeah, this car is really challenging me. It's challenging me, and the only real benefit is that it's not, you know, completely dusted on the straight. But I would do well to stay with the pack. It's sort of the gist of that story. Alright, I'm going to take a moment, just because I don't think that lap is going anywhere. And I'm not going to have time really to do another one. So I'm just going to chill. Alright, okay. Feeling pretty confident about the race itself, though. Just, it's really a matter of, like... The best way of putting it is I've been put in a lot of situations where you really just don't want to blink first. Like, it behooves you to stay together, to not fight, to work together, and to play in the draft. And this is one of those cases. Work together, play together, stay in the draft. Race B is very much not that. Race B is just like, do you have pace? Are you smart? Are you going to mess up Destiny? This is more like, okay, are we going to work together if you're not in the meta car? Are you going to play to your strengths? How is that going to pan out? Because I'm going to be slightly slower over a stint than they are. but they are going to have the added benefit that they're going to what was I going to say? They're slightly faster over a stint, but I'm going to have the added benefit of burning less fuel. That's all I got. And that's it. Alright, well, let's just go ahead and jump in. Yeah, Streamlabs. Okay, so that's going to put us starting P6 right behind a throng of 4 GTs and right in the middle of a 4 GT sandwich, I suppose. There's a Peugeot starting P10. So, it's not the worst thing in the world. We're going to be right behind Pi. And I don't know too many other people in this lobby. Our goal, though, is simple. Don't get caught out in the pack. Play the fuel to perfection and try to leverage something in the top 5. That's really all I can do. And if I can do that, then I think that we can say it was a win. There's another Supra in the field, starting, I think, 13th? Give or take. Anyway. Yeah. Well, let's just do it, yeah? Am I right? Excuse me. All right. Well, let's go ahead and kick it off. We got 10 laps. We are stuck between a bunch of 4 GTs, and we've got to make it happen. I think if you run the car to the light and you save absolutely no fuel, you have to put a little teensy teensy bit in. But I think, honestly, the draft might just negate that as well. The only thing I can do, though, is just try and stay in the race and not make mistakes. And oorah, as they say. Sit up in my seat, focus, put the blinders on. I'm going to probably be ignoring chat for a moment, so if I don't see anything you guys say, I'm going to go ahead and apologize ahead of time. Let's just get this race going. Gotta use that gearing advantage to our advantage. We're going to be best suited to the infield. We gotta stay in the draft. We're not in the infield. Nice, okay. Rock solid start. Started 6th, stayed 6th. Defend a little bit. Just not invite the pass. Okay, a little bump drafting going on. I'll take what I can get. Well, we're going to inherit off of that. We are now P3. Cool. And we're in the slipstream. Alrighty, okay. That was a nerve-wracking start, but it happens. I thought I was going to run off there, and then I saw that 4GT just completely start to walk me in the bus stop. And that was nerve-wracking. And I got scared. A little easy goes a long way there. It's better to be under than over when you're in the race itself. When you're qualifying, it doesn't mean much. And you see, the thing is, you're seeing me get into the apex really well, but I am actually losing time because I am apexing a bit early. And it keeps happening, too. Okay, tire wear looks even. Let's try and stay with first if we can. Ah, crap, I think we just fell out of draft. This is gonna hurt our bottom line so much. Okay, we had a great bus stop, though. Again, slower entry is a faster exit, especially in this car when you have this little jump force. Fuel map is saying we've got 7.7 or 7.6 at the line, which is just on target. We're going to just try and stay with Magoo and pit Magoo, because that's probably our best bet at getting a good result here. Oh my god, you're kidding me, you're kidding me. No! Oh my god. Okay, well, we're staying with Pi then. I'm glad I caught that, but also, like, oh my goodness, I'm so upset. I could not be more upset. I dropped it in the most embarrassing fashion. We all make mistakes and we learn, but, like, dang, that one hurt. I also shouldn't try and do too much new to the design here. I should just try and stick to what I got. Luckily, got a really good run on Pi. And we have history with Pi, so this could go well. If anything, I want to try and catch first, so let's play that game. I'm still getting caught by the car behind somehow. Crap, I was late on the brakes. But yeah, you can see, like, even though I kind of missed the corner there, I still got, like, a decent run onto the apex, and it worked out. It worked out well for me. Onto a later apex, I mean. Oh, I need to stay with him. Mission imperative. It looks like I'm doing better through the bus stop than most, so that's good. I'll take what I can get. Yeah, it's probably better for me to just try and save my tires right now. I do need to try and get as much power as I can down to the ground, but it's not worth a spin necessarily. No, I keep having this exact problem where out of that corner I'm not getting enough drive, and I keep losing the GTs, which is costing me pace. I'm still with them, but I have to keep working to even stay in the game. We did run away from the rest of the field, though. So that's good. If he pits, I'm pitting. There we go. Took long enough. Okay, we didn't lose so many places. I think we actually came out ahead of Pi too. Yep, we did. Key thing is we have to get back in draft range though, as soon as possible. Alrighty. Got a job to do. I don't think that was a bad run onto the straight, but I think he could have just done slightly better. But yeah, I need to get some draft, or else it's going to really start to hamper the rest of my run. I hope that wasn't a penalty, but it feels like a penalty. Okay, no penalty, I'll take what I can get. But it felt slow. At any rate, I don't really have much control over the situation, just gotta keep doing what I'm doing. It'll either come to us or it won't. Okay, let me be careful. It's so hard for me to get similar drive off the corner of them. And that's where it hurts the most. So hard, so hard. I am holding the car behind at about a 3-second gap. Come on, fight, 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 fight. Do it, do it, do it. Oh, they're fighting. Oh, let's bring one of them way closer to me. Yes, 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 yes. Come on now. Just I don't want to pass you. I just want to catch up to you, and then let's work, and then hang behind the infield, and then let me just catch some draft on the next lap. We only got 3 laps left to do it, so let's make it count. I'm not quite there though. Still 1.5. I'm going to have to really do some work in the infield if I want it. It's a good turn one, though. Helped us shave a tenth or more. It's so hard to get that drive that they have. I can't. Those cars are definitely faster over stint. I wonder if these guys have pitted yet, though. That's a good question. I mean, based on the facts, it's likely they didn't, but it's still possible, you know? I have no real idea. The goal is to get some draft, though, and I did not do that part quite. Looks like Pi made the move around. It's about 6 seconds to the car behind. Looks like, yeah. First is in Speedway 3. Second is just getting out of the bus stop. Third, fourth, fifth, we can see him on screen. I'm fifth, actually, so. I'm number 1. Woo! That thing jumped. That thing jumped. Okay, alright. This is our chance. Gap is lower than it's ever been. P2 is in. I genuinely think we can jump P2 here. They're all going in. Okay, so I'm alone then. I'm alone in the world. Temporary lead. Magoo's gonna come out in front of us. That's about understood. Ooh, I got a good exit there at least. 2 laps left to do it, but we're holding on to P2, and we have a good gap to third. P1, however, is a bit, how you say, checked out. Okay. So yeah, our goal is just to hold this gap to the GT behind. The GTs, plural, which are going to probably start working together to close. I mean, I would say they probably want to at least be there in case I were to make a mistake of some kind, which of course I just put the commentator's curse on it. And they are closing fast. Though I am faster than them to the bus stop. Like, pretty consistently I'm quicker than the rest of the field to the bus stop, if only there. Okay. Alright, we got 1.3 to burn. We did good on the fuel. Yeah, it's be a little bit more intentional than I like with this car, but it's not like a problem. It's just something to be very aware of. Yeah, Pi really kept me in that entire race. 1000%. Because I was not expecting a podium out of this in any way, shape, or form, but Pi like made that easy. Pi made that easy for me, so that was really good. And enough fuel to spare too. Yeah, solid race. I can't complain in any way, shape, or form. That was good. That was good. That was good. That was good. Put the Castrol Toms on the podium. That was really cool. That was a really cool race. I thought it was going to be a lot more struggle. And I think I was fighting tooth and nail every moment, but I got very lucky to be towed along by Magoo and Pi for so long, because that really did turn the entire tide of the race. Plus the fact that I'm not as fast as them on the straight means I don't have to cut down on my overall pace all that much. And then I also have the added benefit of just how much better I am on fuel. So that makes it just easy. The mass itself, really. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened at the start there, though. That was a crazy one. Anyways, we push on. And now the race is like it never happened. We go to the next. Okay, we're not far. We're probably not at 49,000 yet, but I'd say that we're not far. I think I'm probably going to do like 2 more race slots, give or take. Oh, I was not paying attention. I was looking at the performance points values, and I should have been looking at other stuff. Okay, alrighty. It's still cold in here. I can't believe it. So this is the fate that I'm going to suffer this winter. Is I need a space heater, but it's gonna be the next damn donation goal. Is get me a damn. Alrighty. I'm not gonna have too many opportunities to improve the lap, so let me just go for it now. So yeah, because this is gonna be a 3 o'clock slot right here, and I think we'll do the 3:30 as well, and we'll see what we can get away with. Hopefully no shenanigans. There's no... Actually, yeah, no, that's right. I've been streaming for about an hour, because I remember I started just before 2 o'clock, and it is almost 3 now. That was a good clean race that we drove, though, in there. So yeah, I'm going to try braking a little deeper there and really focusing on getting to layer apex. Because I think that's a thing that my brain is like, but you're turning the wheel too much. And I'm like, no, I'm not. It's not as easy for me to trail brake as it used to be. Plus, this car is not super receptive to that because it doesn't just have all the air in the world pushing it down to the ground. I'm glad we were able to kind of science out the bus stop at least, though, before the race started, because that proved to be invaluable. It's a nice conservative run here. I'm not sure why that didn't update. I think there's a save button I never hit. That happens. Oh well. Okay, speed across the line, 171. Only slightly faster, 45.9 is the time. And that's sort of the tricky part about that corner, is that, like, you have a deceptively early apex because of how much it opens up, but you have to be really, like, on power early. Like, you have to be picking speed back up again fairly early in that corner, and in that way, you have to really be sure that you're not going to drop the car, like I almost did on that lap 3 or 4, whatever that last race was. I think it was lap 3. And that was really the only large mistake I made. Everything else was quite buttoned up.
Hello, Blake.
What's going on, my friend?
Just playing Third Strike. How is the stream for the gaming?
It's going well. Still in the middle of the stream. Just gonna do a couple more races and then probably jump off. Just gotta get ready to catch a flight.
Nice.
You playing online or?
No, I'm just playing practice mode.
Feel you. Is there ever like a peak time for like when to get on for like ranked stuff or on there? No.
For
Is this
Street Fighter
Fightcade?
6, when it comes to Street Fighter 6, it usually is on the around the 5 p.m. time, because that's when like people get off for work, get home from school, all that good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then for Third Strike, it's really just anytime since Fightcade, people could just challenge it.
Right. I forget. They don't have like a ranking leaderboard or anything like that, do they? On
For
there?
Fightcade, they do.
Oh.
It just goes by letter ranks. So like, the more you play, the more matches you win, and then the higher your rank becomes.
Oh, okay. I follow you. You also have letter grades here, but it's on ELO system, so it's kind of fucky. That's not good. Well, I guess the letter grades aren't, but like they don't mean as much, I guess. It's more of like a, I guess. Well, no, I wouldn't say they don't mean as much. Just like they have like specific, just thresholds. Like if you get above X ELO, you move up a grade.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. And they structure their leagues like that too. Who are you playing?
I'm practicing Akuma right now.
Okay. Do you have a particular ism you go toward?
For Third Strike, Akuma has some of the best mix-ups in the game when he's on offense. It sacrifices his EX meter, so he has no EX meter whatsoever. So he only is really viable for like mixing people down. So I picked Super Art 1 for him because it gives him a Super Fireball, which is very good because he can do air fireballs, that's one. So he can do a super air fireball and a super ground fireball. And also, it's the shortest gauge that allows him to get to Raging Demon very fast.
Hmm.
Which...
Wait, go ahead.
Akuma's like one of the only characters that has like 3 super arts with just like his gauge. Because with full gauge for him, he gets Raging Demon, which costs 2 bars. He gets another super, which is called KKZ for short, which is 2 bars as well. Nice. And then he has his fireballs, which just cost 1 bar each.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
KKZ is probably the hardest one to like for me to do because it requires like 3 punch buttons and fucking pressing down 3 times like a fatality input, but if I'm doing that on stick, it's harder to do that.
Oh yeah. Feel.
And it has to reset into it as well.
You used to play on like a what kind of controller?
I'm using PS4 controller.
Oh, okay. I have a fight pad somewhere. Oh no, it's in this room. I just haven't busted it out in a while.
Well, if you ever want to learn the game, just let me know. I always tell people when they start off, don't be afraid to be aggressive, and learn some combos.
I feel
and you can actually learn how to do spacing and everything from just your combos. I can actually show different examples of how to do combos, just learning how to do spacing from it. But the more you're used to being aggressive, the more you'll be able to find those openings to do your combos.
Getcha. Yeah, I had to, speaking of openings, definitely have to find where I'm kind of at here. Not sure why it took so long to load in. Not sure what the fuck's going on with that. But we are finally counting down, so that's good. As long as a 3-minute lap time. I'm not sure what that's about. Okay.
Alright, I'm actually going to go back and lay down because COVID is killing me slowly.
Yeah, for sure. Get some rest, man. It's the best thing you can do is just get rest and drink water. It's the best of your abilities.
Yeah, unfortunately. I'll see you.
Yeah, you take care, man. Alrighty. So the last one went really well, like unexpectedly well. I forget where we qualified here because I wasn't paying all that much attention. But the mission remains the same. We're going to be P4. We don't really need to save fuel. We just need to play our strategy out the same exact way we did and focus really on the race around us because that slipstream is so good. Anyways, nothing to it but to do it. Rocking the Castrol livery one more time. Alright, and we're going to get ready to go green here. I do have my brake balance set. Radar on. Short gears in the Supra. Short gears. You need to definitely be a little bit on the defensive side. Let's start the race with the Supra. Okay, that looked like he was going to hit me for a second there, but he didn't hit me. So that's good. I feel like I'm short shifting too late there and actually just neutering whatever exit I might have. This car is not as crucial as short shift, both for fuel reasons and for power. Because I can still balance it on the throttle. The tires are still just that sticky, but I don't want to drop it either. Especially if it can be helped. Okay. Not sure what third is doing, but third is the closest. So third and I move together. We go like the wind. References. Ooh, I had to wait a long time to get on throttle there. Got hecka pushy. Do we get a penalty? Yes, both of us do. So we're going to stay together and unfortunately have not broken away from the pack. So it's going to hurt both of us. Probably both going to get a pass. Yeah, I'm just going to let him go. And come right back. Woo! Oh, shit. We're still here, though. This is a great fight. I do not have the top speed advantage, though, so that's what I have to be wary of. Yes! We're hanging in there. We're hanging in there right now. That was nice. I've been having some really nice races lately, and I will admit I've been going hard on the sim, but like it's paying off now. Like I feel way more confident than I ever have. I feel like I can really, really run people out to the edge. And that's what it's all about. Okay. Yeah, if he really thought he was close enough from back there, he was on something. Again? I'm gonna keep giving you as much space as I can, but you keep doing that, I'm gonna keep taking you out to dance. You don't want to go out to dance with me. I have 2 left feet. Oh god. Like that. I'm just gonna slow you down. What the hell, man? I wasn't getting much trapped anyway. Oh, looped it. And ultimately, that was when I found out that the choice I made was the right one. But even off of that damn turn, I keep missing it. Ugh. This is frustrating to me. Still in a good spot for the race. We have effectively gapped out from the rest of the field, but I need to be in the slipstream or else I'm just going to start coming right back towards the rest of them. Move on, please. Move on. If you keep going slow through that turn, I'm going to start considering passing you again. And that's bad for both of us. This is sort of a don't jump first situation. So we need to work together here. If you can roll into the throttle really smooth there, the car will reward you, but it takes quite a lot of patience. Finally. Jeez, took long enough. Should have slowed down there. That was on me. I should have slowed down. I was thinking with the right part of my brain, but I had the wrong response. not thrilled about that, but you just gotta keep on pushing right now. So it's definitely on me. That was definitely my fault. But I mean, honestly, like, I don't know. Like, I think I did the right thing there. I tried to shoot the gap. I did it on the power of he's out wide, had a really bad run through the first part of the bus stop, and I just didn't expect him to gather it up, I guess. So that's on me. But yeah, I should have slowed down, but whatever. So it did hurt both of us ultimately. But the race goes on. Alright, that was actually pretty good timing. We just gotta stay with him now. Yeah, and I think that I just tried to like not leave anything to chance there, because that's a great way to either lose an altercation or invite an accident by not being sure what's going on. But you know, I saw him get loose. I should have slowed down instead of trying to shoot a gap. I did kind of make the assumption like, okay, well he's out there. The safest way is for me to stay to the right. That's probably a penalty. We should still be in a really good place relative to the situation in the race. But we did just fall out of slip. So we're just going to try and gain it back. Not doing a bad job to try and close that gap up. Need to get closer. Yeah, this race might not go quite as well as a plan, but I think we just have to roll with it. Well, let's just see what the cadence of the race is. I imagine they're probably either going to go one more lap or until I'm on their butt. I am curious to see that incident again. I might not practice between now and the next race. Let's make some small changes and then review what's going on. Yeah, P1's simply too far gone. These guys, however, I think I can actually take them. I don't know. I'm curious to know if any of you guys saw that incident with a few laps earlier at the bus stop. What you guys think about it? Definitely need to go back and watch it and see kind of what we can make of it, because I do feel definitely a little guilty about that one. I don't know if they're still due to pit or not, but we'll see. I guess not. Oh? They just spun out of the horseshoe on the final lap? Had enough buffer to just hold the lead and have nothing be a consequence of it? It's like, that's the thing. I'm thinking back to that incident, I'm replaying it in my mind, and I remember hitting him roughly at the, like, inside, like, if you were to break the best stop into 4 parts, meaning the left, the right, and the left, I recall him hitting me at that second right, like at the apex of that second right corner. Like, that was where we made contact, which means he had to have cut all the way down the track, from the left all the way to the right. Basically said, oh, you know, like, there's no way he would have actually, like, gotten the corner right and tried to take advantage of that. So that just, it tracks as, like, just stupid to me. And I'm not sure. I'm willing to accept that I was at fault. Like, I had the responsibility of making the pass. And that's what it is. That's absolutely what it is. And if you're going to put anyone at fault for that collision, you're going to blame me. But also, like, I feel like I shot a gap. And he may or may not have come completely across the track to block said move. And then also, didn't directly get taken out by me hitting, but had to try and gather the car up and then dropped it. And I'm not saying that changes anything, because there's still resultant contact implications. I'm just saying that, like, I'm going through the mental process. Am I the asshole here? Am I really the asshole here for that? Another podium, and we'll take what we can get. And it was an interesting race at that. So yeah, we gained DR, we didn't lose SR. Worked out. Let me go ahead and save that. Oh, they were only 0.06 at the line. Nice. Sure. Anyways, we got 6 minutes. It's still, like, that's the thing. Usually having the PS4 and everything else running, it'll get the room eventually, like, just up to temperature. Still, my feet are freezing. My god, this is ridiculous. Truly ridiculous. And I think, yeah, next race is going to be the last one. I don't know. What I'm trying to figure out, though, is, like... Actually, I'm not really trying to figure out anything. I think that I've already talked through all the mental processes of what could have possibly happened during that post-race. So this would be lap 3, I think. And I decide there, okay, I'm gonna let you go. Also, what? Let's go a couple cars up. I want to see what happened. Shallow line in. Dips a wheel and then, oh, just loops it, I guess. Not the recovery that they wanted. Okay, so let's see what happened here for starters. Oh, it wasn't this lap. My bad. Okay. So what happened here? He got a bad bounce and then caught it? Okay, so that was kind of vague. Okay, we're gonna go frame by frame on this. Okay, so bad bounce off the curb, I guess. Already slow, and then weirdly gets pitched out. So this is sort of where I look up, and I'm like, okay, this is going very south for this person. They are not in a position to succeed. They are going 90, and their trajectory is going that way. Slight offset for inertia, but still. So that's when I make the mental decision. Okay, I'm committing to this corner. I see this, and I'm thinking that they're either looping it or something else. But what actually happened is, miraculously, they somehow caught it. And, like, he wants to call me dirty for being there? Like, I'll grant... Okay, I will say this. Let's look at it just straight through. Slips. Okay. Then yeah, I'll own fault for that one. Absolutely, because that was all me. And like I said, it was my responsibility to make the pass safely anyway. And I should have done a better job of managing that. But I made a very stark decision at that moment. Like, I'm shooting this gap because I was very sure that they were compromised. And that was not incorrect. They were compromised. But what ended up happening was they caught it. And they didn't really have to go across the track. Like, they did make quite a bit of motion and hemming and hawing. But they were still, I guess, middle of the track when they recovered the car. And where they kept it and held it was interesting. But what I'll also say is that by the time they got their trajectory straightened out, I was literally right there. There was no way for me to know, oh, he's going to catch it. And he just magically catches it while I'm literally a matter of meters behind it. Like, not 10 meters behind the car. So, and he's already 10 mile an hour slower at that point. So there wasn't much I could do. But of course, I'm just making excuses. Anyways, last race of the day. We still have been doing great. We've been on good form. That incident was really unfortunate, but it is what it is. Cool. Oh, that guy in first is quick as hell. Like, ridiculously so. I'm not just saying that on merit of the time. I raced with a guy before, just genuinely quick. Well, at least we're loaded in now. We're going to be starting P6 for this one for the final race of the day. Not sure we're going to be getting any love from P8, and our goal is just to get through it. Top 5 really would be ideal. We've been podium both races before this, so if we can keep that going, that'd be great. But if not, no worries. I think we'll have our work cut out for us to even fight with the top 3, though. Anyways, let's just make the most of it. My toes are actually cold. My toes are actually cold. I cannot get over this. That's another part of the reason I'm going to end the stream early, because, like, it's not warm in here. Like, it is not comfortable. It is not fun. Like, I'm having fun racing. I'm loving it. But, like, my feet are not comfortable. Like, my toes feel like they're going to fall off soon. I'm kicking the crap out of them with my feet, so... Shrug. Just gonna act like it's not a problem. So we've already been streaming for, by the time sorry. Yeah, by the time this race finishes, it'll have been 2 hours already. So let's just make it a good one. Ooh, I bumped the limiter there, did I not? Alright, good way to defend it. Just having the inside is a great way to bully on turn 1. Someone's off. Alright, let's just stay with it. There's always chaos on the first lap, just try not to be a part of it. Slight touch there. Brazilian's a little early on the brakes. Just gonna have to lose that position, that's fine. Alright, line astern, back into P6. So I think, honestly, P4 might be slow. P4 might be slow, or it might just be traffic jam. We'll see. That's the thing. If I stay with them and I make no passes, I automatically am doing better on the simple merit of the fact that I'm using less fuel. That's where I win my race ultimately. Yeah. Scaring the crap out of me. These guys are. Yeah, it's pretty slow because there's a lot of consternation going on up here. Like, people getting slightly loose and having to correct it. There's a lot of that going on. Oh my god, I looped it. God damn it. What the... I literally don't even know what just happened. I literally have no clue what just happened. This might be the time to pit. Okay, so we don't have damage and we are in the slip. I'd say actually we should not pit. We should try and play the game with these guys. That's our best bet. Or with this one guy, because P11's gonna fall back after that penalty. Ah, damn. I should have stayed with them, but whatever. I just wasn't expecting it. That's my bad. It's unfortunate. Just gonna have to work with it. Well, depending on how quickly this gap closes, might just try and work with P8. Because the issue that I'm more concerned about is I don't think I'm going to be able to stay in the draft all that long with this guy. I somehow made that corner because I realized I completely missed my braking point. Or my braking marker. Yeah, I don't think it was a great time, but I also don't think it was a bad time. The real question is, are we going to come out in time? And I think we are. To at least be with someone. Problem is that we're going to lose the draft as soon as I pit. For now, it might be better to have it, though. Interesting that I came out right behind. Tells me one of two things. I either had a really quick pit stop or I had a really slow lap. Let's just have ourselves a nice, interesting race back here. Without too much drama. Nice boring race, actually. That'd be great. I want a boring race. I'm here for it. I'm still curious to know how I got speared off while I was on the grass. Oh, God. Yeah, this is where I need to be. Setting good pace now. There we go. That was tight. Okay, well held there, well held. I just need to stay in the slip. The slip club. We're going to the slip club. You should join. Yep, that's that good stuff. We're here at the slip club. Anyway, race is still very much ongoing. A lot of the 4 GTs are yet to pit. They're probably just trying to stick together and work together as best they can. I've got a draft buddy, so we're doing all right. I'm not sure if we caught the guy behind on pit cycle or if they were just catching us. So it seems like they may just be catching us. Oh my god. What is it? My throttle control right now. Well, that boned me. Alright, yeah, this one's not going quite to plan. Yeah, happens. Yeah, not the outcome I wanted at the end, but ultimately wasn't terrible. Still got P11 at the end of it, so we were a little further down after that first incident on lap 2. But shit happens. Anyways, that one probably undid a lot of the progress that we just did up. And that's sort of the trouble with being in... Yeah, because I think that really did us undo those last 2 races. But yeah. Anyways, so you guys, thanks for joining in. I'm going to go ahead and end the stream for everybody, but you guys, I hope you have a great rest of your weekend. And I hope that you guys will take care, race fair, more fair than I did on that last one, and have a great rest of your day. I'll be seeing you.